Hey guys, God bless. Welcome back to my channel. I am Char, and I have a video that I have been anticipating to record a long time. Obviously, I had to get some things accomplished first, but long story short, you guys know that I, for a minute now, have been saying I'm pretty sure I have ADHD. Might even be autistic. Who knows? But one step at a time, right? But anywho, I was making ADHD in the Bible videos, and I referenced a lot to helping those with ADHD. And I took a poll, and people actually were offended that I was doing so without a proper diagnosis, which I get it. You know, in this day and age, people do a lot of things for likes, shares, views to go viral, especially when it comes to the ADHD and autism thing. Because you get a lot of sympathetic views and a lot of inquiring views. So those people in those channels tend to get very popular very quickly. One thing that I'm really keen on is integrity. And I go by the word of God, which says, be careful not to offend one another, right? So that's okay, cool. I do want to help people who are like me. So I try my best to kind of just narrow it down to, hey, if you have trouble focusing, being still, being too busy, too antsy, that type of thing, which are characteristic traits of those who have ADHD or ADD. And I heard you, I understood. I went and did the hard work for the past year. I have been seeing a therapist, a psychiatrist, and recently got transferred to a facility where they actually specialize in diagnosing adult ADD and ADHD. So that just recently happened, like literally the beginning of this month. And I took my test. I got evaluated. Had a conversation. Um, I just want to say that my passion and because y'all know I had wrestled with go and get a label, or that's what it felt like to me. Like, you want to put a label on yourself, or do you just want to continue as is? And my basis for doing so was that, one, I want to be the person that my children can look to and say, if mom can do it, I can do it too, if necessary. And also, I want to be an encouragement to those who are Christian and suffer from these things, because um, for a very long time, even currently, people associate mental health issues with demons, and it's simply not true. And I just want to be that light. I want to be that example that, hey, you can push through those obstacles and still get close to God and get to know God through reading your word and studying, etc. So that was definitely a motivation for me, because I know I struggled. I remember getting so emotionally uh just, what's the word, like in a rut, like just done, like, oh my goodness, I can't read, I can't understand, I can't focus. I'm just very tired and very drained from even trying. So like I said, I want to be that person for someone to say, hey, you definitely can do it. And no, you're not a demon. No, taking medicine doesn't mean that you're evil, you wicked, that you don't have faith in God. Just like if I have high blood pressure, I'm going to take medicine for high blood pressure. But long story short, I took my test and my assessment, and I have ADD. So there will be further testing and continued evaluation for the ADHD part. Um, Autism is something that, honestly, because I'm not really making content geared towards that, it's not really in my heart and mind to say, let me go try to figure that part out. I may, especially because I'm seeing signs and traits in my two younger children. So that might be a pool of motivation for me to get assessed too. But as far as I'm concerned right now, like, I wanted to legally and with confidence be able to come on and say, hey, if you have troubles with ADHD or ADD, then here is what you can do to better focus and get your studies done, or spend time with God, or even in a church setting. That's something that I didn't talk about much, but even in church setting or any setting where there's standard, could be hard too, because I cannot tell you how many times I had to just tell myself, be still, focus, pay attention, that sort of thing. Don't get distracted from the left and for the right. So that's the thing too. That I will talk about in another video. But I thank God I have gone through the experience. It's not quite over yet, but I do thank God for what has been accomplished already. And I look forward to jumping back into my ADHD and the Bible videos. Of course, ADD and ADHD is not the same thing. They have similar characteristics, but then they have vast difference. Like I said, I'm pretty sure, once again, like I have no doubt in my mind that I do have ADHD. The main thing that I focused with my doctor primarily initially was the focus and attention span, but I definitely feel like I got a motor. I definitely have trouble being still. I definitely have trouble with fidgeting and um, being distracted by movement, as well as my own movement is distracting to others. That's a really big thing that I've noticed in my adult life. Because when you're a kid, it's like kids move, but when you're an adult, you're expected to just like control yourself. So that's a story for another time. But I really want to handle this business and just let you guys know, because I told you all that I was conflicted in getting tested or not getting tested, because I didn't want to be labeled. And it was, I don't want to say it's a pride thing. It's just that thing of historically, like when people start putting labels on themselves, they get mistreated, they get left out, they get looked over, they get discriminated against, especially when it comes to the workplace and things of that nature. Like, it's a lot. So it wasn't just a matter of, hey, just go ahead and figure out what's going on and get it over with. Like, it's really something to really think about and pray about. So again, I want to be the voice and I want to be the reason, and I want to be light, the example, to show you all and tell you all, encourage you all that having these mental illness does not make you less than. It does not make you a demon. It does not mean that you have been demonized. You are still a child of God. You just have to learn things differently. Like, it's a different ability. So that's what I want to push with my channel. It's not going to take over my channel, but obviously it's going to be a big part of my channel because I really want to help. The same thing with my diagnosis with anxiety and depression. I want to help. If it means me putting myself on blast to help somebody else, I'm down for it, because that's what I want to do. And that's what I feel driven to do. It's just to God help me as I help others, type of thing. So yeah, that's it, y'all. Just want to update you all on the life and everything. Definitely had kind of interfered with content a little bit, because I wanted behind the scenes, like I was trying all the different things that my psychiatrist was suggesting. So that meant kind of focusing on some other things. But now that that part is behind, you're going to see a little more content, especially throughout all of my channels. And like I said, I can officially, hopefully you guys feel better about me even mentioning ADD and ADHD and anxiety, because these things are officially diagnosed as my medication. We're going to see how that goes. Right now, I feel like it has helped 60%, but I feel like, like I need a little bit more, but it definitely has helped me to like get out of bed and kind of get what I need to get done. And it's definitely helped me to wind down at night. So it's kind of like the in between in the day that's kind of like still all over the place, but we'll figure it out. But I just want y'all to know that despite my medication, despite my diagnosis, I look towards the hills, which comes my help. My help comes from the Lord. So these things aren't crutches. These things are assisting and aiding, just like everyday life, nutrition and vitamins and things of that, etc. Like, don't let nobody tell you that you're a demon, that you're evil because you're taking your medication and you're doing what you're supposed to do. Because mental health, physical health, emotional health all takes certain things for efficiency, especially when we're not getting in our diets and we have been exposed to poor dieting and poor environment. So yeah, like for example, trauma can heighten these things. Um, these things I suffer with now, I always suffer with it, but trauma and life changes and stuff just kind of made it. And you know what you say when you get married and you have a spouse, like you really get exposed to the real you. Like someone actually hands on can say, whoa, why are you doing that? Why did you say that? Why can't you be still? Hello, focus on me, that type of thing. So I'm definitely going to bring the encouraging content, the educational content. It's like I said, God used me so I can help others. I love you all. God bless. Take care. Bye.